Hello, and welcome to something I'm going to call a showcase. This is Jake, of course. So some of you may be aware that I am in fact, a huge nerd and love role-playing games. And one of the things I like least about role-playing games is how sometimes it can be kind of hard to get into them due to accessibility issues. Whatever that may be for you. So I really like it when video games lower that bar of accessibility to allow more people into that world and into that space. Now, I have my issues with D&D and with Wizards of the Coast, but we're here with Baldur's Gate 3 because it's a pretty good game. Yes, it is in early access. Yes, it is basically like an extremely polished alpha build of the game, sort of. But I wanted to showcase something for you guys. I just wanted to show you, like, a little bit of what it is and why I've played this game probably like 20, 30 hours or something like this at this point, even though there's only one area and you can't progress past it. I really enjoy trying out different character builds and seeing how different races and classes intermingle with the story as a whole. So I figured, what better way to produce something than to show you guys something I really like. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to jump right in to Baldur's Gate 3. And I'll shut up and let the cinematic take effect. Squiggly, ain't it? So in case you're unfamiliar, that was what is called... I'll tell you in a second. That is what was be referred to as a mind flayer. They are abominations of creepy, crawly nonsense that feast on brains and learn everything of each brain that they eat. Blah, 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 blah. So we're going to create our character. I am going to call this character... Nemi. I like Nemi. Now, we get to choose a background. So, Acolyte is like a temple, charlatan, self-explanatory, criminal, self-explanatory, entertainer, folk hero, guild artisan, noble. These are all kind of self-obvious, like outlander, scribe, sage, soldier, urchin. Yeah, so they're all pretty similar. I think I want to go for a let's see, an outlander build this particular time through. We are going to be a elf, and I want to do I want to go high elf or wood elf? go Wood Elf. It's Mask of the Wild. Proficiency in Stealth. +1 Wisdom. Yeah, let's go Wood Elf. Because I want to go Druid. Yes. So let's go over here and go to Appearance. Now, Appearance is... There isn't as much, like, granular creativity as there is in something like Cyberpunk. And even Cyberpunk has its drawbacks. So there's just, 5 predetermined head shapes that you can choose for your face. I like head 4, and I like voice 2.
What was that?
And you can choose the sex, but the sex does not impact the voice you want to do at all. So it's nice to see that there is a little bit of trans awareness there. Something I enjoy. Let's see. I want to go Spring Eyes and give me that pallid flesh. I do love a good pallid flesh. Now, what type of hair do we want? I'm going to probably be pretty... Oh yeah, there is a ridiculous quantity of hairstyles, though. Pretty much anything you could imagine, honestly. Kind of drawn to that. Do I want ginger or do I want orange? Kind of like the ginger. Yeah, I like that. No tattoos. Makeup's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about it. We'll go over here to skills. Now, here is what you get to choose. So, perception and survival are coming from your background and from your race, right? So you're getting your proficiency modifier. So do we want I kind of want insight and... Yeah, nature is far good enough, I suppose. Yeah, you can kind of see what the basic plus here is. So, like, for religion, we're at a -1 because of our intelligence is at 8. Now, I'll be changing that in a second because I don't like negative modifiers. But, yeah, all of these have proficiency that we can choose from here. So, that's nice. We'll go to ability points here. And if you have never played D&D before, a point-buy system, which is what this is a little... It's not the usual, so to speak. But it's not unheard of. So what you have is you have 27 ability points to spend, starting at a base of 8. And 8 is a -1. And every 2 above 10 is another +1 to your modifier. Yeah, so... I don't know what this... Oh, and Wisdom for us is going to be our casting ability. So we do want that to be pretty good. So that's why it's up at the max here. I did lower our Charisma down a bit to compensate for our Intelligence being low. I could choose to take a couple of points off of Dexterity and 1 off Constitution, and we could put... Keeping Intelligence as our dump stat, so like we don't get any bonuses from it. But this is a very well-rounded character with 1 really strong suit and a secondary strong suit. And Dexterity is one of those things that you want to have high, because if you don't, you're going to end up having a bad day because it's used to help your armor class. Having a +2 in this means your AC is probably going to be something like a 12 on average. 10 if you're not wearing armor, I think is what the baseline is at. So yeah, we should be pretty good there. Can I go over here to class? Let's see what cantrips we have available. Produce Flame. Guidance. I don't like Shillelagh, so we're going to get rid of that and take Guidance instead, because Guidance is fantastic. Our prepared spells, I don't want Entangle. I don't necessarily want Goodberry or Thunder Wave. I'll take Speak with Animals. We'll take Healing Word and Fairy Fire is really good for support, honestly, for our melee class characters. Because, oh yeah, so good. You guys will see in a second, but it gives us advantage on attack rolls to enemies coded in Fairy Fire. Advantage means you roll the dice twice. The d20 you would roll twice. But in actuality, what that actually means is it's basically a +5 to your attack, give or take. So we hit Venture Forth.
Tell me, who do you dream of at night?
And we are asked to tell, who do we dream? What attracts us? I'm not super worried about this for this particular run, because we're not going to be doing too much of a deep dive with this. We're just going to kind of show off the game, see combat, meet a couple of the characters and stuff. So I'm just going to go, Drow is fun. Let's go a Celadrine Drow. Have a different face than us, at least.
Be wary. More of those.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed.
Yeah, there we go.
I can feel its aura.
Deep purple eyes. Bright orange hair? No. Dark green. Bright green hair. There we go. Oh, I like the pink even better. Accidents do happen. Alright, well, that is definitely someone. Don't know who that is, but whatever. So yeah. Now we'll catch back up with our delightfully floaty friend. Interesting. Dead mind flayers at the feet of mind flayers. Why would that be? Mind flayers are generally a almost hive mind, so it's weird to see them killing each other. It's one of all of their ships are organic tentacly things. Now, I'm not particularly well versed in the history of Forgotten Realms and Baldur's Gate specifically, but if I'm not mistaken, this is the city of Baldur's Gate, currently being attacked by the Mind Flayer. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Dragons? More Githyanki. Oh, sorry, not the mouse. They're apparently very good at tracking. Well. Can't say I particularly enjoy being blown up. Kinda sucks. Oh dear me, this seems to be the hells. And this is where we pick up. So, the game takes place from a kind of isometric view like this. You can move the camera around and be independent of your character if you'd like to look around and see what's available to see. There isn't a whole lot to be seen here in the in this place, not particularly anyway. So we're just going to kind of smooth right past and just kind of make our way quickly. I will stop by and do one thing, which is...
Am I in the house?
Yes, I do believe you are. We are going to stop by and do one thing, because I think it's a fun little lore interaction. What is that noise? Here. Can I help you? Is someone needing of help? Well, it might be this guy. You okay there, dude? Can I be of assistance? Oh, you seem to be having a bad day. Oh, you seem to be having a very bad day.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Oh, that's
Please.
creepy.
Before
The
they
narrator,
return.
by the way, is basically your DM.
Return. The enemy. So many enemies. A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You know no creature like this. One that is more brain than person.
I mean, most people are brain than person, but that is an Intellect Devourer, which is a an Intellect Devourer is a minion of a Mind Flayer created from the brain of a humanoid.
If not over, then through.
So I like to stop by, kill the brain, just because there's no reason for more of those things to be alive.
Today I'll catch a break.
But it is not this day. So here you can see all of the delightful organic and organ-like structures. Well, that red dragon has a lot of health. So, as you might be able to see, we can't exactly walk across that gap, so we will have to jump. There we go.
I have to keep going. These boots have seen everything.
Keen eye among you may see the person on the ledge ahead of us. Oh, auto-saving, by the way, incredibly rare in this game. And if you play this game, I highly recommend that you save often.
This is your end.
Excuse me.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Blackith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. Imps block the path forward. You will assist me in destroying them. We must reach the helm before we transform. We carry Mind Flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, Mind Flayers.
That would be unfortunate, wouldn't it?
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Well, now we have Lizelle, who is a Githyanki fighter. Very competent fighter, I might add. Although her personality leaves a bit much to be desired, in my opinion. She's a bit of a cunt. So you can see here our turn order. Yeah, I know. So we can see here our turn order. Because we're surprised, we're acting out of order. And we're going to send Lizelle up and give it a swipe. And then, so you have your movement bar here, which shows how much movement each character has. Your action and your bonus action economy down here. And then you end your turn when you're done. It's all fairly self-explanatory. Haha! High dexterity saves us again. Because Thorn Whip is a cantrip, I can always just keep doing it.
Have to keep going.
Move up. Oh, I was hoping to... Yeah. Just kill it for me. Okay, thanks, bye. Alright.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Much appreciated.
Now, to the helm.
Yeah. I'm working on it. She's very demanding.
Better.
She's very demanding and clear on what she wants to be doing. What she wants to be done and to be doing. That makes a lot more sense than what they were doing before. So when they first released this, they had the dragon land and it just broke the top of that. But I like the explosions. It's still a little janky on the animatic. I think they can probably do better, but I think they'll be okay. I think it'll be alright. So there is another character to go talk to in this area, but I'm not going to do it. Apparently this is going to take a while. There we go.
Farther can I go?
So up here there is a character to speak to.
Can't slow down.
Can I avoid it if I... Yeah, I can.
Back! Touch nothing without knowing its purpose.
Yeah.
Never wanted the easy path.
We're just
We're
gonna...
nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Will do. By Vlaaketh's will, or whatever the hell you say. So, if you're playing on PC, which I think is the only way to play this right now, F5 is your hotkey for quick saving. It's going to be your best friend. Spam that button. If you think it's time for a quick save, it's probably time for a quick save. Did they change something about the face? I don't remember it being so wonky. Whatever.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape now.
Very well.
This is your end.
Have your head!
We need to get out of here now.
I don't exactly have any...
Handy little trick.
Maya! Ottio!
Well, that was nice. Being able to actually deal damage for once.
On the move.
If shit hits the ground, we're dead. These boots have seen everything.
I agree. Dragons are no fun to be around, dude.
Taking position.
So, because you may or may not be familiar with D&D rules, once you're engaged in melee combat with someone, you can't disengage without provoking an attack of opportunity, which is why I just skirted the outside of their range there. It was an attempt to not take a attack of opportunity and get damaged unduly. So we'll do that again. And I'm gonna go over here. Oh, my movement speed is wonderful. Is that guy? Oh, what was I I was concentrating on guidance, right?
Throw their corpses in the sticks.
That mind flare is almost dead, though.
Best be on my way.
Forward, Istik, before more dragons come.
Not worth it. Not worth it. Don't go experience hunting just because you're greedy.
Kilns alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Oh boy. I don't know how any of us survived that bullshit, but okay. Also, usually that's your character, but it kind of triggers based on whatever character you click it with. So, some of the cinematics get a little weird. And of course, that's some of the characters you'll meet throughout the game, or have options to become part of your party. And then we get to see kind of some of the world that's happening in this first area of Baldur's Gate. So you've got a tiefling looking at it through a telescope. You've got some goblins and drow looking out at stuff. Hobgoblins and the like. Apparently they have some sort of unspoken language. Actually, you'll learn a fair amount about what's going on there later on. Oh look, there I am. Losing my balance because I have no sea legs. Oh. And I took a rock to the head. Oof. But something stops me. Ah! All right.
I can't believe I'm in one piece.
Me neither. It's a hell of a thing to live through, right? Alright. And then you start on Chapter 1. Remove the parasite. And this is a long chapter. There is a bunch of different... I think there's like more than a full page worth of stuff with a whole couple of pages each sometimes. of like sub stuff. You can check out the map. It is actually like big enough to cover this entire area, so it's a really big map that you get to go through. You get to see all of your spells. Your character panel shows you all of your important stats, and whatever is giving you all of the base stuff that you have. You can also see equipment, see what you're wearing, as well as your character sheet, which is just kind of like what you are. It's got all of the aggregated information from all of those other ones, kind of in a one easy to see space. You can see that you've got your maximum of prepared spells, and they have a new mechanic in the game now, where if you don't have enough supplies when you go back to camp to rest for the evening, you can actually not heal or not gain all of your spells back. Yeah, here, it talks about it right there. But anyway, let's go find us Shadowheart. She's usually the first one I always encounter, because she's right up here. Now you can scour the beach for supplies and stuff. I'm just going to skip it, because I just want to showcase dialogue options and, like, talking to someone.
Blasted door! Stop! Not another step or I'll... Wait. It's you. I saw you on the ship. You survived then.
Suddenly, you see what she sees, feel what she feels. Anger, confusion, resolve.
Ah! You've got the same thing I do. In your head. I felt it. Yes. And they put a tadpole in my eye, too. I assume that's what caused our minds to cross.
I assume
But
so
that's
as well.
the least of our problems.
What's it now?
These things are going to consume us from the inside and turn us into mind flayers.
Yes.
I don't know much, but enough to be afraid. This is how they breed. We host their spawn, and once they're ready, they'll tear right through us. I'm not sure how much time we have left, but I'm not going to wait to find out. You and I need a healer. Finding one won't be easy in this wilderness. We'll need supplies.
I
I'm
agree.
hoping something of use might be behind this door, but I've barely made a dent in it so far. I was thinking the same thing. Around the top of this cliff, perhaps. Hopefully there's no more of these creatures along the way. Or just company for our final moments. But you're right. Whatever lies ahead will be a little less daunting with support. You can call me Shadowheart. Lead the way.
So yeah, you guys get a kind of a brief see at the actual, like, talking.
Is that blood?
You can see here there's an ancient rune circle. That is the fast travel system, so you find those runes scattered throughout the landscape.
More of those wretched things.
Yes.
I wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's see. I kind of want you guys to meet, what's his name? The Wizard of Waterdeep. I forget his name exactly, but he's really... he's one of those, like, I'm a super smart guy, but he does it without being a total prick, which I kind of like. It's a nice little...
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
You say that as you're right next to them. Alright, so we got you popped.
Can't give up. Not now.
Let's go over here. Can I... Blessing of the Trickster.
Heading there.
So something that it does do is it halts your movement and halts basically anything you're doing when you hover over an enemy, which is nice, but you have to be aware that that happens, or else you can, like, actively royally screw yourself. So these are those monsters that we were trying to avoid earlier. Do I have enough? Oh, I do. That's not what I was trying to do. Just...
OBS!
There we go. Fairy Fire. Concentration. Boom. See how they're nice, bright, and glowy now? Let's cast Healing Word on myself. And this gives us advantage, which changes our attacks to 96%, which is so good. Oh! Dearie me. We'll fix that in a second, won't we? Oh, we got a crit. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm out of spells. Balls. We'll drink a potion. Move over here and end our turn. Get missed. Go ahead and take the help action. Get Shadowheart back up. Shadowheart will be the next turn. They'll take Healing Word on themselves. End our turn. And then... Oh, that was not fun. Oh no. This might be bad. Okay, good. And it's important to take the help action and help up downed characters before they take all of their death saving throws. If you're not comfortable with being quick on that, you can just tap space and it sends you into turned mode or timed turn or turn-based mode, and then you're fine. So let's go ahead and take a short rest, get our health up a little bit. It didn't help as much as I was hoping, honestly, but
Very well.
we should be okay. At least for what I want to do, which is go up here and find the Wizard of Waterdeep. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is up here.
Footprints. There may be even more that survived the
Yeah,
crash.
right here.
Dead goblins at...
And we meet one of my most beloved characters in this game.
You're alive. That's unexpected. Last I saw you, you were lying in a crucible's worth of blood. An Intellect Devourer nibbling at your ear. Glad to see my eyes deceive me. I'm Gale. Well met.
Sup, Gale?
Very same. Traumatizing experience, if an instructive one. Nautiloids are incredibly rare vessels, a mind flayer colony's most guarded secret, and a gift pack's greatest prize. Not to mention, you're staring at me like a Rashimi at a blackboard. You're no wizard, are you? Pity. But that'll have to wait. The primary need now is a healer. I take it you recall the insertion of the parasite?
Oh, yes, vividly.
Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it'll turn us into mind flayers? A process known as ceremorphosis? It is to be avoided. I assume you're no accomplished healer either. Powerful cleric, maybe?
Sadly, no.
I gathered as much. We'll have to look for a solution elsewhere. You and I are in a whole lot of trouble. We need help, and I'm not sure where we'll find it in this wilderness. How about we embark on the quest for a healer together?
I like it.
Most excellent. Then, without further ado, let's be off. Besides, looks like you keep some interesting company. A woman with shadows for eyes, deep as the dark lake. Pleasure, madam.
Is it indeed? We'll see.
So yeah, you can see we all we just leveled up. So I'll show you the level up process too. Haha. Now, certain classes get their features at certain times. For druids, you get your feature at level 2. So you can choose your prepared spells. We'll go through that in a second. The important part here is Circle of the Land or Circle of the Moon. Circle of the Land is more of a caster focused, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Circle of the Land is a more caster focused subclass of the druid. And you get some wild shapes, but not like not like a whole host of them. For that, you would want to do the Circle of the Moon. That is their combat wild shape, rather than just wild shape. The combat wild shape is a bear. It's a big old polar bear. It's great. Rather than natural recovery, which is once per day, you can replenish expended spell slots, which is super good. But I think as far as this, I'm going to go ahead and choose Circle of the Moon. So I want to be a bear. And it looks like we didn't get any new spells. So I am thinking about dropping... Let's drop Entangle. And instead take... Yeah, I'll just take Thunderwave. It'll be fine. And boom. Now we also get to see Gale, because he has a level up as well. And Gale gets wizards get to specialize in a school of magic. So you got Evocation or Abjuration. Evocation is destruction. Abjuration is like protection and summoning stuff. No, that's Conjuration. Pardon me. This is defense magic and offensive magic. We'll go with offensive magic. It's funner. Let's go ahead and get rid of basically all of these. Get Mage Armor, Witch Bolt, Featherfall, I guess. And... oh no, we won't get Featherfall. Because we're going to go get Burning Hands and Magic Missile. Or do we want Color Spray? Tosh's Hideous Laughter. That's always fun. But let's go Burning Hands. And then we'll go up here, get rid of these two, get Burning Hands and Magic Missile. And accept. Voila. And we're all level 2. Well, except Shadowheart.
Let's get on with it.
Who is 280 points away from becoming level 2.
No time to rest.
Sadly, she did not get all of the stuff that we did. But I can show you a wild shape. So let's go ahead and wild shape into a bear, shall we? Yeah. I don't want to dismiss my wild shape. I want to zoom in and get a good picture of my fuzzy butt. Come hither, you furry fat bastard.
Alright.
Oh. He does a hide. Dope-a-dope-a-dope. A dope-a-dope-a-dope. Dope-a-dope-a-dope. And a dope-a-dope-a-dope. Look at that big fuzzy butt. Something that you should keep in mind is while you're hiding, your companions won't follow you. Also, they won't follow you if they're not chained. So you can see here, you can unchain them, and they'll all move independently of each other. But you can also link them together, and those two will follow those two. Or I could link Gale to me, and if I choose me, Gale will follow me. Or if I choose Gale, I will follow Gale. So if you're ever having troubles, wondering, wait a second,
And, well, in it.
why are my people not following me, no matter what I do? Check to make sure you're all leashed together properly. But yeah, this has been kind of a first look, showcase impressions here of Baldur's Gate. Let me go ahead and snag a couple shots for a thumbnail. Might not be as cute as like a bear sitting in a... oh, wait, there is one other thing. Let's dismiss this wild shape. And... yeah. I want to show you guys the badger. Badger? Badger. Because I think the badger is superiorly adorable. I mean, look at that guy. He's a big old badger. Big old badger. Sleepy-eyed badger. Anyways, so yeah, as I said, this has been kind of a spotlight look, showcase, if you will, of Baldur's Gate. Hoping you guys enjoy stuff like this. If so, I'll kind of go through games that I'm playing and showcase them off as I do. But in the meantime, see you guys next week. Toodles.